Hello, it's Godchild. Welcome back to another video on Tropical Town. It's Godchild, and here we are. Stay encouraged, positive, and determined. And now let's get to it. Let's get into it. The video itself. By the way, I'm gonna address the reasons in this video on why I deleted parts 76, 77, 78 of Tropical Town. So to be honest, this is gonna be part 76 again. For those that don't know, only the real OGs are gonna, remember there was there was three videos, technically. Wait, hold on, I did a math right. Hold up, 75. I'm, I'm decent. I'm decent to good at math at times. All right, anyway. So hold up, 75. All right, so yeah, yes, I was right. 75 plus 3 is 78. Therefore, yep. I was like, yep. Okay, yes. Part 76, 78. All right. That makes sense. But anyway, fact of the matter, as far as that video is concerned, I just felt like it was honestly really underwhelming. Like, I just felt like I could have done a lot of stuff on that video I could have done better. But hold up. But honestly, there were so many things in part 78 I genuinely couldn't lift. One, it was my mic quality, which, that's one thing, but it was another stuff like, I don't know, pets in the background possibly. Um, Lots of just weird stuff. Like, my goodness. Like the vehicles outside or whatever. People driving. Bro, it was, oh my gosh, people. It was horrendous. Like, all of those videos were, like, I don't know. There were so many, like, such various reasoning between all three of those videos on why I got rid of them. And, by the way, just to disclaimer, part 78 was actually a live stream, but either way, I got rid of all that because of, most understandable reasons. But honestly, it was kind of a wake-up call at the same time. Let me tell you why. I should probably talk more about other stuff besides being encouraging, which, yes, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let me be honest. I'm gonna always encourage on this channel. That's never gonna change. I know they say never. But that's subjective, and let me say why. It's subjective because, like, there's things you never should do, and there's things you always should do. For example, you should never be in bad influences. I'm not gonna get into details. I'm not in any, but I'm just saying, like, that's something, just take the most, example I could think of anyway, if that makes sense. There's things you should never do, but there's things you should always do. Like, for example, you should always wash your hands after eating, or if better, before and after eating, if that makes sense. Like, I hope that makes any sense to anyone, but anyway. But, yeah, the previous reviews were horrible. They were awful. Uh, and I'm genuinely a very positive person, so but I'm just being completely honest and constructive about how, like, if you say mid, it's an understatement. Like, you should not, like, I'm glad I deleted those three videos, bro. People, boys and girls out there, I feel like the 76 to 78, those three, like, no, 76, 78, 7, and part 78 of Tropical Town were easily, alright, it's not even an exaggeration, I'm being serious. The worst videos in the history of my channel, by far, those three Minecraft videos. I don't care what anyone says. Genuinely, and I'm not comparing myself, I'm just being, like, this is just my honest, like, opinion. It was that bad, but let's just change up the topic. I'm not gonna talk about, like, how horrendous those videos were, because they were true turds, and I just, don't want to get unhinged in the process, so let's just not. Okay, folks. Alright, but anyway. But I'm just giving some reasoning on why I, you know, deleted those videos. Anyway. But, hey, it's a brand new day. That's one thing. And another thing is, you can always improve. By the way, I just hope my viewers know that I genuinely enjoy YouTube a lot. I would never want it another way. I'm being honest. YouTube is so fun. Like, even on days you might not see me upload, trust me, I will forever enjoy YouTube. One thing that motivates me a lot to do YouTube is simple. The lack of motivation and positivity in the world these days. Gotta change that. Let's be real, let's be honest. Like, for real. But, like, give me one example of a song that isn't, like, in the 70s, 60s, or 80s of, like, you know, that had, like, some sort of encouragement or motivation or just, like, I don't know, some sort of message of sorts, if that makes sense. Like, I'm being honest, the world's in need of it. But, as I said earlier in this video, I'm gonna try to be, like, I feel like I'm being repetitive. I should talk about more stuff besides encouraging. Like, that's good and all, and I'm not gonna stop that. Disclaimer again. However, too much of something is a bad thing, so I'm trying my best to be versatile. I'm going to think in my own time of what I could add to my videos, just so it adds like a little bit of flavor, I guess you can say, if you will. So there we go. Anyways, this is what I'm building for my Happygast. So there he is. But besides the point. So basically, I'm building a dock for this ghast. So I'm using cherry blossom planks, whatever you want to call them, cobblestone stairs, and I'm gonna use a bit of both to diorite, and I'm also gonna use a tiny bit of. No, should I? Sure. Why not? I'll use this and a little bit of some brick slabs. And for those that wonder, no, I did not get these materials off camera. I got them in those videos I ended up deleting because I just felt like I could have done better, as stated. But anyway. Alright, just because I honestly need like more variety in this. I might talk about video games more often on this channel, but not as much as most creators because, well, I don't want to get repetitive. That's my entire point. And also, again, I care about like motivating others. That's another thing. So, but in this video, fine. I'll try to talk a little bit more about the video game, Minecraft itself, I guess. So for those that wonder, my favorite update of all time would definitely, in my opinion, I would get. Alright, so first of all, I've been playing since the PS3 days. It's someone that it's on PS5 for those that don't know. Okay. So anyway, I've been playing since. Dang, that was so long ago. 2014 or 2015. I don't know. One of those years. The reason I'm saying that is because, well, I didn't always have this account, but that's besides the point. I'm not even gonna get into it. I actually used to have another account, but anyway, I got rid of it though. Only the real ones are gonna remember, or no. But anyway, fact of the matter, I used to, I originally started playing this a long time ago on the tablet, like a Samsung tablet. But then when I got a tiny bit older, I ended up playing on PS3. That's literally the console or the platform, if you will, when I actually started caring and like putting a lot of heart in Minecraft. And the rest was practically history. Because for those that don't know, my favorite game of all time is Minecraft. But anyways, about the updates. There's a lot of good updates in this game, but I feel like in terms of history, I'd probably say Update Aquatic. Like, yeah, I'll have to remember though. Minecraft OGs have to understand. Well, we'll understand, but this game was so like you cannot tell me that the oceans don't look better now than what they did back when they just had gravel and squid. Oh, yeah. Yes. What were we doing right there? So it was definitely a much needed update for sure. For those that wonder, actually, like the Chase the Skies update, I think it's interesting. Let's just say, in my opinion, I'd probably say the Happy Gas is the nether equivalent to the Elytra at this point. It's pretty good. Um, Also, hot take, we do not need a end update, and I'd like to explain why I feel this way. And just a disclaimer, y'all could disagree. We're all people, and I accept that. So basically, the reasoning on why I feel like we don't need an end update is because it's simple. I just genuinely feel like, I'm being serious, it's recency bias. We already had an nether update back in 2020, and we already had an end update, and apparently people forget about that. Which, if y'all still happen to watch this video somehow, please do not take it the wrong way. I am in the sense of having another end update. Like I wouldn't mind that. Like don't raid my channel for no reason. I don't deserve that. I mean well. I really am being serious. I mean well. But the Nether update though. Like we don't need another end update. You guys have to remember the reason we have the light run stuff like that is because, and I mean it's literally because of one singular reason. The end update in 2016 or 2015, one of those years. The combat update, or in other words, mostly in Java edition. Anyway, I'm just putting that out there because I just feel like it's recency bias. Because another update wasn't even that long ago. It was about 5 years ago. End update ages ago. However, it's just if Minecraft ever comes with like an end update of like updating the end again, I would not mind. I think that's a good idea. But I just feel like it should not happen. Like they should concentrate somewhere elsewhere. And that's just my honest take, my opinion. So we could agree and disagree on this in the comments. Um, and tell me if I'm like not the only one that might be the only one that feels like this, which I know I'm definitely not. There's 8 billion people in this world for a reason, so let's be honest. Definitely do not feel alone also in like more serious scenarios. Please don't. You're not. We may all fail. We may all succeed. One thing's for sure. We all have the strength to get through the hardest of times and make them the most easy at times. The most easy of times. We all have the strength to get through whatever. Whatever you may be going through, you can get through it. If you want to be a doctor, you could. If you want to be a musician, you could. If you want to be a doctor, no, I already said that. If you want to be a doctor, you can. If you want to be a musician, you can. If you want to be I don't know. If you want to be a chef, you can. Simply just gotta put your mind to it. It's not gonna happen overnight. Um, it's gotta keep the mindset, you know. You see where I'm coming from? It's definitely a much more better part 76 than the one I uploaded a long time ago. I mean, not a long time ago, but a while ago, and then deleted because I thought it could have done better work. Yep, failure comes before success, and it's just straight up evidence. So I'm actually probably gonna premiere this video, because reasons. However, um, I'm gonna definitely make this cast doc today, and there's no doubting this. One thing I might as well just mention is, you know, something I found interesting. How in what's it called? This Floridian here. I'm Floridian. I'm from Florida. All right, but besides the point. You know what I find so interesting and sad? Alright, y'all can call me biased, and that's okay. I'd be lying if I said I'm not biased. But at the same time, this has to be understood the correct way possible. I'm gonna remind y'all in advance that I'm very concerned, get very confused on how Orlando, Florida is just referred to as a theme park place. I, I could guarantee you there's more than just theme parks. I could read an entire book's worth that I can make myself, and it would show evidence that Orlando, Florida has much more than theme park folks. Okay, here's evidence that there's stuff besides theme parks. There's the Sunrail. For those that don't know, I'll explain what the Sunrail is. Basically, it's this train route. It's in Central Florida, in the middle of the state. Anyway, it's really cool. I've been on it once. I'm not gonna get into details. Anyways, it goes from about I would like to yes, it goes from like 4 counties. It starts in the Berry, Florida. I think take it with a grain of salt. I don't remember the northbound like where the northbound part is, but it ends in Poinciana. It's a very long sunrail. Like sunrail. No, oh my gosh, it's a very long distance. It's a commuter rail. That's one of the many things I could think of that Orlando, Florida has that isn't, that just simply isn't a theme park of sorts. There is, Kia Center, formerly Amway Center, or Amway Arena, much before that. The Arena before that, actually no, that was the first name. It would have been the TD Waterhouse. That's a venue here. In Central Florida, there is venues. Yes, there is. We have something called the Orlando Magic, their NBA team. There's Interco Stadium. That's where the what's it called? The Orlando City Lions play. They're a soccer team. Football for people that might be in other parts, other like any other place. Cause I'm thoughtful. There is stuff that isn't sports, but I got you. There is I know another thing in Central Florida that people are definitely sleeping on. That would be Lake Eola. I don't know if I pronounced it right. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, anyways, it is just a pond here. Not much. It does glow in the dark at times when it's nighttime. It's pretty cool. I'm being honest. I haven't been there, but it is a pretty cool place, and I've seen it from far. Um, there is some. I'm telling you, there's so many things that aren't theme parks. Don't listen to media half the time if they're gonna talk about Orlando, Florida. It is. There's also lots of science centers, a huge amount of museums and such. I'm much. Shout out to my cat meowing if y'all heard that. Anyway, Munchkin, you were fed. You literally, I gave you water and food. You're so silly. Oh no, my mic was on. Alright. No. A moment of silence for me pretty much getting caught lagging over my cat meowing in the background. And I didn't even know my mic was on. No. It could be worse. It could genuinely be worse. Because it could be. But I'm telling you all, there is more to Central Florida besides theme parks, and don't get it twisted. There's also this underappreciated part. I mean, it could technically be called a theme park, but it's not a theme park. It's more of like a road. It is called International Drive. Underrated, very, very underrated. It's a nice road. It's not the longest road in the state, but I would definitely guarantee you this. S tier road, call me biased. That is definitely the case. Again, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not lying, but I will say this. The amount of sweat, the amount of aura, keyword, the amount of aura the iDrive has alone cannot be understated. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say the same for Kia Centers. Too much, too much. It's wonderful. Truer words have never been spoken. Alright, but if y'all want some more true words in bed, no worries. Here's some good advice though. On a more serious note, be yourself. It doesn't matter like how much like people, for example, might bully pronunciation. Bully you. I'm not. I'm gonna definitely get roasted in the comments. Guess what? I care less. Uh, there's people, in other words, that might like make fun of you. Please stop caring what they think. It isn't. It isn't worth letting that affect you. Okay. I'll repeat that. What people may say, no matter how rude or how big or small, any shape or way or form, they are just dumb. I would have to say, and I'm not saying that in like an arrogant or mean way. I'm just being honest about like to those who are afflicted, know it gets better and never give up. Never give up. You can do it. All in here. You can get through anything. Look, if those who serve any place you might be from, it might be like daytime. You might be in like I don't know if like somewhere in the Eastern Hemisphere or something. Cause I'm in the Western. All right, but anyway, either way, I'm just saying that. Don't feel alone and know that if you're going through a lot hardship wise, you can go through it. It's all in here. You just don't let people like insult how do I say it? Don't let it run rent free in your head. It is easier said than done. However, it's important advice at the same time. I hope my viewers absorb this. Please, I beg you to replay this timestamp a few times if you're, especially if you're again afflicted. If you so happen to be. Disclaimer: I'm not, but I'm just saying that like I'm super caring, and I thought I'd say that. Um, it's important to stay safe, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not a hypocrite. It's genuinely very important to stay safe from bad influences. People who say that for views, it's embarrassing. It's shameful. It's just to be honest. It's it's uh it's it's also very offensive. Let's just say, and I'm far from that. I actually put lots of integrity and care into like what I say. Like I'm the type of person to say pardon me, excuse me, yeah, yes ma'am, yes sir, stuff like that. Not even cuss. Say bless you, God bless you for a Catholic person. Anyways, I'm the type of person to have like a versatile set of manners, and it cannot be understated how like sad it is in this generation. And I don't even hate on Gen Z at all. I have friends that do, but I don't. I'm just saying that whatever you may go through, don't let it affect you. And second off, um, I'm just being honest here. That about what's it called? Yeah, it's about how like great. I forgot where I was. Um. Oh. I was at maybe well anyway, right now I'm too like I guess you could say late of trying to get cobblestone. So I'm just gonna use stairs in the meantime for this. So, actually, I'll reshape it. So, I'll go like so. Yeah, I think if I go like it will look much better. But those out there that are suffering, please, please, and please, let me tell you this. We all go through a lot. We all go through something more than others. Some a little less than others. What matters is you have the strength to get through those quote unquote hard times. It isn't impossible. It may seem impossible, and I don't blame you. We are all people. But trust me, you can get through anything. And I mean absolutely anything. You don't even have to be the smartest person in the world. You don't even have to be like, you know, you don't even have to be, how do I say it? You do not have to be special to go through, like, you do not have to be like anything outside the box or anything or any of that to get through hard times. You just you just need this. You just have to continue having the strength and perseverance, if you will, and that's exactly how you will manage hard times. And of course, a mentality of sorts. Um, I'm generous. So I'll tell you all my mentality. It's very simple. It's not much. I'm gonna be honest, but basically it is simple. It's me having a positive outlook. I just take every day by day. Not much, but it helps me a lot. So I'm just telling y'all that Mike be going through. I'm much for stuff. A disclaimer: I am being quiet. I'm not gonna talk about any of that. That is private. If y'all bug me in the comments, trust me, y'all are never gonna get an answer. Never say never, but that is something I'm genuinely not gonna answer. But fact of the matter was, anyway, is whatever you're going through, know that you can get through it. It's not impossible. Again, as I said in the intro, around the intro of this video. If you want to be a doctor, you could. If you want to be a musician, you could. You just gotta put your mind to it. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's just not. And you can put your mind towards feeling more at ease. I promise you, you can. It's not impossible. Honestly, some good advice I gotta say is be yourself. It's hard, and there's no denying the fact that it's hard. I will agree. But if we're being logically correct, you know, I'll have to say this. If we're being honest, all the important, like, most important things in life are the hard things. Or, like, not the hard things, but, like, the boring things. Like, for example, school, boring. I'd say. Like, let me think. Gotta really dig deep. Um, like, the things you might enjoy a lot are gonna be fun. Like, obviously I'm playing Minecraft here in this video, but that's besides the point. What I'm saying is, like, the things that you're supposed to do to achieve success in life, like, are, what's it called? Are, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I am saying it's, like, not, oh, how do I say it? It's definitely, you know, there we go, my gas has a home. If curious about getting here, which I think he did. There we go. Yay. My happy guest has a home. Well, this is where Sudlig Zebra is gonna have his home. So let's just put this in the docking station for Sudlig Zebra. So there. Alright, so there. This is a wonderful docking station, folks. This is totally not Nintendo. Because it's not. Love Nintendo, though, for those who don't know. If I had a capture card, I'd actually have quite a bit of Switch games, but actually record directly from the PS5, so. But one thing I'd say is never take anything for granted, and one thing I'd say is it's something is better than nothing. Pro tip, very important to remember. Even though it's easier said than done, please never take anything for granted. Be yourself. Do not be what you aren't. And about what I was saying earlier, a little earlier in this video a second ago was, you just gotta be what you are, like what most people aren't. That type of approach. That makes sense. Hope it does. If not, then I could explain this in a video dedicated to, like, explaining this entirely, this advice. Because, well, I don't want to waste this entire video. Well, it's not a waste. Disclaimer. I just don't want to use this entire video, per se, on that. However, just keep that in mind either way. Now, you do not have to be special or anything to, like, feel, like, better than people. Which, no one's better than people, by the way, just know. That is not good to think of that. It is an ego, and second off, arrogance is bad. All I'm trying to say, either way, is important, and that's simple. It's just, by the way, just a warning, if y'all are arrogant, I have nothing against that. Like, we're all people, we all have our personalities, that's okay. But am I? No, not never. Nope. No. As someone with a decent amount of confidence, I could guarantee you that I'm not like that. It's completely different things for antonyms. They're different. Very different. Looks like my happy gas is living its best life. W. Hold up. No. Okay, so I'm gonna get a few signs, actually. So I'm going to use jungle leaves, first of all. It's a little more interesting, like so. Put a couple of these, bam, that's nice. Stay encouraged, positive, by the way. Pro tip. Okay, and then finally I got a few more cherry signs, so. Alright, so I guess I do this. No, not that. And then a little bit of that. Oh, messed up. Okay, so there. Polished. Andesite again. There. Cool. Pretty cool. Tropical lane. Tropical bridge lane. Actually, no, tropical. If this series is gonna be called Tropical Town, then we have to shorten this. Tropic. No, oops. Tropics. Okay, so there, that's one, and then we got a second. 24/7. Open 24/7. Let me think. And stay encouraged. And positive. Hold up. There we go. Wait, hold up. No, the extra and just looks wrong. Okay, there. Let me put a couple of these comments there just for context. Okay, there. And honestly, if we're being logical, then sure, the 24/7 I put in this Minecraft sign should definitely have a comment as well. Like, numbers have them too. Well, not necessarily, but like, for example, 10, if, I don't know. Let me think of something random. June 3rd of just whatever year. That's gonna have a comment next to it because of what reasoning. That's how you separate a date, a time of sorts, if that makes sense. So I thought I've improved the grammar of this Minecraft video just because it would make sense. Make it make sense. In other words, rewording, my bad. Excuse me, pardon me, y'all. But again, no matter what, you can get through anything whatsoever. You can do it. It's not that hard. I mean, it might be hard, but so I can't dispute your whatever. I cannot dispute any of that. But what I can say is you can get through anything. Like, stay strong, folks. Not much I could say, to be honest, but stay strong. You can do it. I think I did pretty good with this build. I don't want to sound arrogant, so I'm not gonna give myself any rating, but so y'all could debate it in the comments. There's actually a few Minecraft YouTubers that I look up to, so I'll tell y'all them in the process before the outro. So alright, so I gotta go in order. So basically, it's Ninja Bob. He never got the props he deserved, sadly. He also retired from YouTube, to be honest with you. Basically, he said in a post a long time ago that he ended up getting rid of. He pretty much decided to retire from YouTube all because he was a husband and just like also because he was a father of two kids. Therefore, YouTube was no longer much. He had no time for a commitment on YouTube. So that's why Ninja Bob retired. He never got the props, and that's because of little longevity on YouTube. That's why. But his YouTube channel still remains intact. Like, it's out there. He just never posts. Probably never will, unfortunately. But I have faith. Like, who knows? He may come back at some point. I doubt it, though. But who knows? IBX Toy Cat is my second Minecraft idol. He's, as far as Minecraft YouTubers that are like not retired or just or like moved on to other stuff, I'd probably say Toy Cat is my main idol at this point. Protect IBX Toy Cat at all costs. If you watch this video, I doubt you're at all gonna run into this video. If you do, huge fan, and thank you. Thank you for paying the way for my channel, for real. One of the greats. And then lastly, Stampede. Honestly, pretty good. family-friendly YouTube channel. He was authentic, very much so. A lot of people say he's overrated. I kind of see why. I could definitely see why. But to me, it's subjective, and he's a good YouTuber. Cannot go wrong with him. Iconic in the Minecraft community. He's been there since like what 2012. Incredible. Twigcat's been there since 2012 too. But I'm talking about like YouTubers with more than like 10 million subscribers or more, and such. So let me just get flowers out there. Honorable mention. I got even some inspiration from like YouTubers that aren't even like gaming related. ProZD, one of them anyway. Um, Another one would be darn. That's hard. So many. Trying to think. Oh, Vsauce. Several others. I can't even think of all of them. I can't really think. There's so many. But those are definitely the ones I could think of right now. By the way, because of like the YouTubers that like retire for various reasons, which is understandable. Just know, y'all, to my subscribers, I know how that feels. Like, I know how that pain feels. Just know that I'm always gonna do YouTube for the rest of as long as I have this channel. I will forever have. I'll always do YouTube. I'm never gonna quit. Never will. It's never gonna happen. I enjoy YouTube with a passion, and I hope y'all know that. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day or night, depending on your time zone. Apparently, I forgot to put this here. If I find it. Okay, there. Have a oh dear. Alright, finally. I found the email here. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, depending on your time zone. Stay encouraged, positive, and determined. As I was saying, some things about, sort of, because there's definitely much more besides theme parks, at least in the center part. But anyways, go Magic, because I'm bringing up my roots. Alright. And I'm not gonna get into like any details. You are never gonna get answers of that. Just respect it. I'll respect yours. I will forever respect y'all. So therefore, that. And then I also am. Yes, I'm a Magic fan. I'm a Knights fan. I'm a Buccaneer. Well, yes, I'm a Buccaneer fan. I'm a Rays fan. I don't watch the Buccaneers much, honestly, but I support them a lot. But I'm out of everything, I easily support the Magic the most, and it's not close. But I'm a supporter of West and Central teams in this Fjord region. But alright, anyway. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, depending on time zone, and go out peace. Bye, my peoples. Stay encouraged and positive, folks. Adios. Y'all are wonderful.